We all may feel like experts on ourselves, our lives, the situations that make us who we are. After spending time in school or in the community, we may also believe that we know others. But despite all of this, there are still vast valleys of knowledge that remain untouched. In order to view and make sense of these valleys, we must first become vulnerable. Interestingly, I went into this semester thinking that I knew the housing authority, and that I knew the people that gardened. I thought I understood their problems and their strengths, about what the garden meant to their lives. But I was wrong. Not only was I making assumptions about others, but I was also making assumptions about myself. The past 18 weeks has been a crash course in personal reflection and community engagement, and it all centered around my ability to show my vulnerabilities, become self-aware, and use this to understand others. The ideas of empowerment and self-awareness were not new to me, but I had always related them to other individuals. But this class taught me that the ability to view and collaboratively create empowerment and resiliency rested in my own ability to understand myself and to empower myself. In today's society, we are forced to be guarded, to put up walls and to protect ourselves, but this is harmful to not only ourselves, but every single person we engage with. I found that the key to participatory research was vulnerability. I had to let down my walls, allow myself to be wrong, and be open to the thoughts and critiques of others. When Randy Stoker first spoke of strategies for community research, I assumed that these would be more evidence-based practices to read and repeat. But now I understand that his strategies were not just ways to get something done, but instead they were ways to do something fully, respectfully, and sustainably. Sustainability and competency are vital towards solving public problems. Each fully dependent on the other, they iterate the importance of self-awareness that leads to full engagement and research. To be competent, we must take the time to understand ourselves and the community. We must take time to ensure that this relationship is collaboration. If anything, this semester has reinforced the importance of collaboration when working in the community. One of the most moving stories I heard from this semester had nothing to do with gardening, but instead of the pure sense of support and community between refugees. As one of the stakeholders told us, the African refugees, most of whom had garden plots, each set aside a small amount of money per month. They compile this money to make a fund, which is used to pay for funeral services. This was developed in light of individuals being unable to afford any funeral. This story inspired me, and it made me rethink my group's path. We had been trying so hard to make a clear-cut change that we had overlooked the collaborative empowerment perspective. We still had our walls up, scared to make ourselves vulnerable and be wrong. In fact, we had been blinded by these walls. But when we were confronted with Gabriel and Jessica's testimonies that sharing tools would not be enough, we began to break down these walls. We found that it was much easier to accept being wrong, to realize our mistakes, and to be completely open to change. We did not reach this realization alone. It was the gardeners and the stakeholders who opened our eyes to the true benefits of honesty and collaboration. And now that this class is coming to a close, it is my responsibility to take these lessons and apply them to my life. I'm extremely lucky that everything I learned from this class and my research will directly help me deliver services to clients in the future. Empowerment, empathy, and collaboration are cornerstones to social service delivery. And I am grateful that I had this project, this group of people, and this community to teach me how to better show these skills. 10 years from now, I may not remember my group members or our paper, but I will definitely remember the skills I developed while working with the Housing Authority. These experiences will forever leave an impact on my life.